So, it's the Game Pulse, and we're continuing our E3 talks, and we're going to talk about the EA press conference today. EA was really interesting. They, right off the bat, they started off with Plants vs. Zombies, which I'm not, I didn't play the first one, and I'm not really big, but I mean, compared to the first one, which I've seen videos from it, they did make a huge expansion, so I mean, there's probably somebody who's really excited for it out there. Alright.
I've never even heard of that game, so I'm not even gonna say it.
They showed all their EA Sports games, which pretty sure they showed the same trailer that they showed at the Xbox conference, which is okay because it was a pretty awesome trailer. But then they showed how dribbling in basketball, dribbling the ball, how they made that, how before the ball and the player were kind of the same animation, where now the ball is a separate animation. So now you can
be black.
You can be black. And I didn't really. They showed how they upped the UFC, how now it looks so much more realistic. They actually show I don't know if it's gonna be like that in the game, but somebody getting punched, and their body actually rippling, which actually happens from getting punched. And I was like. And then the football, they always show that, and that really not much different in terms of that, just better graphics.
I buy a sports game every once in a while because I like to kick Sam's ass. I don't kick Sam's ass. But, they're fun sometimes, I just don't know why people buy them every year. But the next time I do buy a new sports game, it will probably be for the next gen consoles, just because they look better, they'll probably play better as well. Madden 25 looks alright. That's the only EA Sports franchise I've really ever been into.
So. We talked about Need for Speed. Honestly, it looked very much like a lot of the other ones, just better. I mean, I'm not the biggest Need for Speed fan. They did talk that they're making a Need for Speed movie, which I'll give them that. That was something interesting that they threw in there.
Like the Fast and Furious.
Yeah, basically.
Jesus Christ.
But they had some guy from Mad Men who's starring in it. I don't know his name. I don't watch Mad Men. I'm sorry. But he was And then Dragon Age 3 Inquisition looked good. I liked it. You played Dragon Age 2. They said there's gonna be a lot of new characters, some familiar characters. So hopefully this game is as big as the other ones were. I think I played a little bit of 1, and then I haven't really gone on much after that. But I mean, it definitely did intrigue me a little bit. I was doing multiple things at this time, and then I actually kind of unmuted my TV while I was watching the Spike thing at the conference, and I was like, oh, let me check this out. And then last two things, which were I think the two biggest things, at least in my opinion, were they had a 30-second trailer where there's a guy walking in a blizzard, and then a fighter comes out, and then an AT-AT steps on it, and it's Star Wars Battlefront. So EA is making a Battlefront game.
Yes.
They haven't. If everybody was mad at EA for whatever they've done over the past couple years
now. Unless this game sucks huge dicks.
But I mean, they're using the new Frostbite engine that they've made. Well, what's the new?
It's going to be like a Star Wars battle game. Actually, should be. I know.
Yeah, I know. So I'm really big on that. And then they showed more Battlefield 4. They showed Battlefield 4 at the Microsoft press conference. They showed the trailer and a little bit of gameplay. They actually showed multiplayer gameplay. And the cool thing about this was 64-person multiplayer, and they had 64 people on stage playing the multiplayer all at the same time. And they did things varying from they had to go fight into a skyscraper, and there was a chopper that you had to fight, and it kind of a Call of Duty-esque moment. You're all close to the top floor, and then helicopter rises up to the floor you're at. I mean, they did shoot it down, but I mean I was oh, it's Call of Duty-ish. And then they're fighting on top, and then apparently the building starts to fall down, so you have to parachute off, and then you look and you see the building fall into the river, and I was just yes. Before that, even with the other review, before that, I've been Battlefield 4, I mean, I've never been big into Battlefield. I'm gonna have to get this game out.
To be completely honest with you, I wasn't able to catch EA's press conference because I was working and stuff. But just hearing Keith talk about the multiplayer just sounds fucking phenomenal. 64 people on a console, like holy shit. That's just going to be incredible. But I mean, the single player stuff that I've seen looks good. It looks very Call of Duty-esque. Like they're just trying to up the ante. Battlefield 3's campaign sucked huge boners. I just hope this game looks very, very solid. It really does.
So I guess if I'd give a rating for EA, like, everything was okay. Like, I could see why people would get a lot of the stuff. But then, like, I guess maybe I'm jaded because, a new Battlefront and, the Battlefield multiplayer, I might give it an 8 out of 10 by that. I think it was solid.
Once again, since I didn't watch it, I won't give them a rating, but I will say that Battlefront. That's all I have to say. I mean, Battlefield 4 looks amazing, but
Battlefront.
Oh.
Yeah. Okay, so again, we're gonna keep doing updates for the press conferences. So keep watching.